I want to say something about Jada Pinkett Smith. Does your man not have a mouth of his own with which to speak? The second thing is, girlfriend, there's a lot of going on in the world that you all don't seem to recognize. Well, karma must be a maybe you didn't deserve a nomination. I didn't think, frankly, you deserve a Golden Globe nomination. You ain't Barack and Michelle Obama. And y'all need to get over yourselves. Signing off.
That's Janet Hubert, who you may remember as Aunt Viv from the hit show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Recently making headlines for that video rant not too long ago. But what you may not know is that the actress has suffered in silence with a health condition that took control of her life for almost, or over a decade, I should say. This is her story.
Before The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I was a Broadway dancer, singer, actress. I had what's called a military neck, as most dancers do. So about 12 years ago, I went to a chiropractor who put a traction device on my neck. 3 weeks into using it, I heard this, and I said, oh, that didn't sound good. I would wake up with this violent, intense pain. A year later, the tremors would start. The head starting to shake. My leg would jump. Dizziness, and it just got worse and worse until it went full-blown. Legs, arms, everything just going. Suddenly, I completely blacked out. And that's when I ended up in an ambulance. They were worried that I was getting ready to have a coronary. I was scared to death. Nobody could figure out what it was. Nobody could figure out how to turn it off. I would try another doctor and another doctor. I felt trapped inside my own body. I couldn't go out of the house. Couldn't stand up straight. I woke up in the middle of the night and I said to my husband, I'd rather die than live like this any longer. For my son, it's been awful. It's almost like losing your mom, but she's there, but she's not there. It's been tough. It's been real tough. The symptoms were not resolving. I thought that this was as good as it was gonna get. That's when I would find Dr. Gelb. He's my 48th doctor. I really didn't know whether it would work or not. All I can do is be hopeful.
Please welcome actress Janet Hubert to the show. It's so nice to have you.
It really is.
It's so nice to be here. You guys are so my show.
That means you have watched once or twice?
I've watched every day. I was in a wheelchair the entire summer. I had torn my
So
hamstring.
who's your favorite doctor?
Janet? Girl, okay.
You don't have to answer that.
It was. I love this show because you
Well, thank
give
you.
such information.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes.
Well, we hope we live up to your expectations here in person. But watching that, it was, you know, it was so difficult because you could tell that you were completely at your wits' end and had given up. And so that struggle, that journey, no answers.
None. It was 40. I had gone to 48 different doctors. Dr. Delfino referred me to Dr. Gelb. And that's where some of the symptoms started to stop. I also had an anterior disc cervical fusion 2 years ago, and that helped immensely, but it didn't make it go away. And it was only until I got to Dr. Gelb